Chanavalabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vracha Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vracha Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri Radha Madhava Ki Jai Shri Phalat Lakshmi Singh Bhagavan Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. All glories to the Sample devotees, Hare Krishna. So, Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So Saturday, time for Caitanya-caritāmṛta. Hare Krishna, welcome. You speak English, right? You too? And you? Oder Deutsch? Sprichst du Deutsch? No? Where are you from?
Basically, we are from India, but we stay in Poland.
Oh,
We
in
came from Poland.
Poland, okay. Where, which city?
Katowice, close to Krakow.
Okay, good. It's nice in Poland? Okay. Yeah, we have many friends in Poland. Hare Krishna. So, und du bist auch hier zum ersten Mal? Zweiten Mal. Sprichst du Englisch? Ansonsten, da drüben, da ist die Rosmarie, sitzt schon in den Startlöchern, um ins Deutsche zu übersetzen, oder? Okay. Also kannst dich rübersetzen mit. Ansonsten haben wir jetzt kein englisches Caitanya-caritāmṛta, ansonsten muss ich vom Tablett lesen. Keine Ahnung, das kennst du ja. Normalerweise, ich meine, oder Rosmarie, hast du einen Vers angeschrieben? Hast du es mit einem Buch angeschrieben oder? Mit Handy. So. Okay, na gut, dann. So, then we speak English. And the Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta is actually a book, a very big book, was all about the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, do you know who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? No, you should know, because he was a great Indian man. He was very, very great, and actually, he was born not so long ago, only about 500 years ago. Born in Bengal. Where are you from in India?
Delhi.
From Delhi.
Yeah.
Helly smelly Delhi, they say. When I was there, yeah. No, he's from Bengal in the
Bengal.
yeah.
Kolkata, Bengal.
Kolkata, Bengal. Yes, West Bengal. Near a place called Navadvip. Navadvip, you heard about Navadvip? No. Okay. So he took birth there in a Brahmin family. And the special thing about him and our philosophy as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we are Gaudiya Vaishnavas actually. We in the line, we ISKCON, we ISKCON devotees, as we are called, we in the line actually of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the line of this great personality. And why he is so great, first of all, because the scriptures, like the Purana, especially the Bhagavad Purana, mention in Kali Yuga a hidden incarnation. We will hear something about the incarnations here in this section as we are reading. And meaning, so, each yuga has a special avatar. And in Kali Yuga, because it's such a low or degraded age, Vishnu doesn't incarnate. But, of course, he never leaves his devotees without his presence. So he comes in a hidden form. And so many scriptures pointing that he's coming in a form as a Brahman, and his bodily complexion. You have Ram, what is his complexion? How he, huh?
Dark.
Green. Krishna, obviously. Blue. Yeah, blue, dark. Shyam Sundar, right? Yeah. And so it said in Kali Yuga, this incarnation he will be Brahmin, but he will be a sannyasi. He will take sannyas, and he will have a golden complexion. And so different scholars from India, also in this time, they pointed out that this incarnation actually is this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or as he was known, Nimai Pandit in his time. He became a great scholar, and he hid also himself. I mean, it's not that he, like Krishna, he manifested, some pastimes, because he came for a specific reason. Because in each and every avatar, he carries a special potency with him, and this potency is the means how to get out of this age, or what is the main process how you make spiritual progress. So you have in Satya Yuga, people were just the religiosity in this age was meditation. They just meditated, and everything was more internal. And then in Dwapara Yuga, they started to worship, or religious function were held through fire sacrifices, elaborate fire sacrifices, not just making a fire and pouring some ghee, really, with first class utensils and everything. And in Treta Yuga, the process, they started to introduce temple worship, where the Lord is worshipped in temples. And in Kali Yuga is said men and women, one has to say this nowadays, they are so degraded. They have no truth in them anymore, no cleanliness, no stability, and they always like to crawl amongst each other. You recognize this? People like to fight about everything, right? And this is a sign of Kali Yuga. So people are so disturbed in mind, they can't follow such things like even temple worship. What we do here is very simple compared of this what actually temple worship is actually meant for, or what is usually was done. What to speak of fire sacrifice, we're making fire sacrifice actually every Saturday, like today in the evening. Are you here in the evening? No. Okay, but we make a fire sacrifice. But this is also very, very simple, and the Brahmins who do these fire sacrifices, they're not qualified like they were in this time, right? Because they can't pronounce mantras so specific that they are, the meaning really comes out. What to speak of meditating? Who can meditate nowadays? Even you can go in the Himalayas and sit there somewhere, but sure enough, soon a group of Japanese people will come with camera and make pictures of you. So you will be always more or less, you will be disturbed in one sense. So therefore, this process what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought was Harinam Sankirtan. So meaning the name of the Lord, and this is Sankirtan, together chanted. Meaning everybody just chant the name of the Lord. And if you look, for example, in Christian tradition, one of the main prayers Jesus gave was the Vater Unser, the Vater Our. How you say it in English? Vater Our, you are in heaven. I don't know, it's the English. Vater Unser, du bist im Himmel, geheiligt werde dein Name, dein Reich komme, dein Wille geschehe. Anyway, you can Google it. Some kind of a standard prayer. And there he say, geheiligt werde dein Name, hallowed be thy name. Right? So the name is very specific. Now in Western culture, we don't, God is just God. There's not a name for God. But it's like if I call you lady, or so, it is not wrong, but you have a specific name. I call anybody Mensch. human, So, but there's a name for this, and this makes it more personal. So, the name of the Lord is very, very important. And so now you will say, well, in India there are thousands of names and thousands of gods, right? But there is like a hierarchy in this system. Actually, when you look at the Indian family of gods, they're the gods, right? The family of gods, they are kind of administrators in a company. For each and every department, somebody is responsible. Like you have Vayu for air, yes. You have for water. For who's Varuna, yeah. Fire? Agni-dev, yes. Who else? Moon? Chandra, yeah. Sun? Suryadev, yeah. So many great... Huh? Yes, Indradev, he arranges all of them. But they are all not independent. They all have some superior on top of them. Right? When you have India, there are many different ministers. For each state has a minister or something like that, right? But they're not independent. They have to do what? Who wants? Who is it? Oh! Yeah, Mr. Modi, right? So, whatever you think of him, just take him for example. If you take Mr., if you have people around, the Indians basically say, like you said, prime minister. And this means like, the main minister. And it's not wrong. It's like if you say God or Vishnu, right? And they has different, amongst or under him, there are different department heads. Then you have all the demigods. So they are department heads managing their affairs in this universe. And there you have Mr. Modi, who is basically addressed by Prime Minister. And that's not wrong, that's right. But the people who are more close around him, they probably call him Mr. Modi. Or you say Modi Ji, or Modi Ji, right? We had Modi Ji, was it last year? Yeah, we had Modi Ji in Munich. We went there, saw Modi Ji. And we gave him a garland. He took a garland from us. He came we were just on the side, and our Narhari, she's serving here since over 40 years. It's a Bengali cook, little lady. She gave him a garland and a shawl. And he took it. And he kept it. The other things he gave to his secretaries, but this he kept. Anyway. So, they call him Modi Ji, right? And that's also wrong. That's also not wrong. That's right. And then you have people like, they're very close to him. They're very, like his friends. How they call him? Narendra. Or Narendra. Right? And that's also right. But, so normally I can't go and just say, hey Narendra, how are you? Right? This would inappropriate. But then you have when Narendra comes home. So I'm always in this point when I give this example, he's not married. Or he was married. He was married. Let's say for the sake of the example, he's still married. He comes home to his wife, and his wife calls him what? Schnuggy Woods. Or something, right? Hello, sweetie. Welcome home, right? So completely nobody is allowed to call him sweetie in the whole land, right? But one thing changes here. She can call him sweetie because what is the basis of the relationship? Because she's a citizen of India? Yes? No, she's the wife. She's the wife. And what's the basis of the relationship? Love and affection, yeah, right. So, you may love Modi or not as a citizen of India, but doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. But it matters to him and to her if she doesn't love him. So when Narendra comes home and she says, "Hi, sweetie, nice that you're home. But I told you, don't put your shoes over there." Right? She can... She can say like that. And he will be completely fine. He will say, "Oh, yeah. Okay, I do it." Nobody, when he comes to the parliament and somebody say, "Hey, some street sweeper, don't walk over there, I just cleaned here." Right? He would, "Who are you?" Right? But his wife, yeah. Right? And then for the sake of the example, if he would have kids, and his kids come and they would say, "Daddy Ji, Baba Ji, Baba, you go on the floor. You play the horse, and we will ride on you. You be our horse." And the Prime Minister of India becomes the horse of his children. So from all these different functions, what he fulfills, what do you think he loves the most? To be the horse, right, to be the horse for his kids. That's the greatest thing he enjoys this the most, right? And this is the same when we have so many different incarnations or gods of Vishnu, Narayan, this and that. But when Narayan comes out of office, what he's doing? What do you think? Huh? He went to his home village, to his hometown, where nobody knows, nobody cares if he is Narayan or something like that. Actually, he keeps them very, very, very in some kind of illusion that they don't know. Because when he comes home, how he is called when he comes to his home village? How he is called? Krishna. He's called Krishna. And Krishna keeps everybody in this illusion that they don't find out that he is Narayan. Because he relishes that his mother tells him off because he's stealing butter. Again. Right? And again is mischievous. And he likes that his friends, they're fighting with him. And sometimes, most of the times, he's defeated by them. Because he likes this love, what comes around, what to speak when he's with his girlfriends and is dancing, right? So this is the difference, and this is actually the core teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, where we coming from, actually. So this Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he basically pointed out this fact that Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And everything is under his control. We had different examples where some kind of administrators didn't want to believe that Krishna is God. For example, who? Huh? Brahma, yeah. What did Brahma do? He stole the cowherd boys. And what else? And the cows. Right? And we all know what happened. Who else? Indra. Indra, the chief of the demigods. So when you're a big minister in India, just under Modi, sometimes you may think, actually, this Modi, he's just a puppet. Actually, I manage everything in the back. He's just in front. I manage everything in the back. Actually, I'm the prime minister. Right? So Indra was thinking, I'm the one. I'm the one, and everybody should give oblations to me. And then the cowherd, this Krishna tells the cowherd boys or the cowherd men, don't make Indra Puja this year. Just give everything to whom? To Govardhan, to a hill. Indra is freaking. I mean, what is this? They give all this nice stuff, all the harvest, they give to a lump of earth, to a stone, to a big stone. How dare they? I will teach them a lesson. It was him who got to teach the lesson. So that's that's one thing. Now we come back to Caitanya-caritāmṛta. So this book is basically about the life and teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this Nimai Pandit. And we hear in a section where he instructs one of his chief disciples. His name is Sanatana Goswami. And basically what he's doing with Sanatana Goswami is he has Bhagavad Gita. He speaks about Srimad Bhagavatam, or about the philosophy of the Bhagavatam. Now we are here in a section where it's very technical. It's very technical. And this is the verse is 47 is on the board, right? Yeah. Okay, and we have 43. We start with 43. Brakasha vilashera eikailun vivaran. No? Sorry, this is not on the board. Okay. Brakasha vilasera eikailun vivaran. Swamsera beda ebe shuna sanatan. I have already described the pastime and prakash forms. Now, please hear about the different personal expansions. So he speaks about here different forms, what basically manifest from the original form from Krishna. Sankashana Matsyadika Dui Bedatara Sankashana Purushavatar Lilavatar Ara. The first personal expansion is Sankashan. Another name for Sankashan? Huh? Yeah, who's? This is who? Balaram, yeah. The first personal expansion is Sankashan, and the others are incarnations like the fish incarnations. What is the fish incarnation? What is called the fish incarnation? Matsya, yeah, very good. Sankashan is an expansion of the Purusha or Vishnu. The incarnations such as Matsya, the fish incarnation, appear in different yugas for specific pastimes. And we have a purport here. By His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Purusha avatars are the lords of the universal creation. These are the Karunatakashai Vishnu, Garbhodakashai Vishnu, and Kshirodakashai Vishnu. There are also Lila avatars, and these include first Chatushan, second Narada, 3 Varaha, 4 Matsya, 5 Yajna, 6 Nara Narayan, 7 Kadami Kapila, 8 Dattatreya, 9 Hayashirsha, and 10 Hamsa, 11 Dhruva Priya or Prishnigarbha, 12 Rishabha, 13 Prithu, 14 Narasimha, 15 Kurma, 16 Dhanvantari, 17 Mohini, 18 Vamana, 19 Bhargava, Parushuram, 20 Raghaventra, 21 Vyasa, 22 Pralambari Balaram, and 23 Krishna, 24 Bhuta, and 25 Kalki. These 25 personalities of Godhead are known as Lila avatars, because they appear in each day of Brahma or in each kalpa millennium, they are sometimes known as kalpa avatars. Of these incarnations, Hamsa and Mohini are not very permanent or well known, but they are listed among the Prabhav avatars. Kapila, Dattatreya, Rishabha, Dhanvantari, and Vyasa are eternally situated and very widely known. They are also counted among the Prabhav incarnations. Kuma, Matsya, Narayan, Varaha, Hayagriva, Prishnigapa, and Baladev, the killer of the Pralambasura, are counted among the Vaibhav avatars. So as I said, this is very technical here. We continue with text 245. Avatara Haya Krishnera Shatvida Prakara Purushavatara Eka Lilavatara Ara. There are 6 types of incarnations, avatars of Krishna. One is the incarnation of Vishnu, Purusha avatar, and another is the incarnation meant for the performance of pastimes, Lila avatar. Okay, 246. Guna avatara ara manvantavatara yuga avatara ara shaktyavateshtavara. There are incarnations that control the material qualities, guna avatars, incarnations of the Manus, Manvantara avatars, incarnations in different millenniums, Yuga avatars, and incarnations of empowered living entities, Saktavesha avatar. Purport. The guna avatars are three. Who are the guna avatars? Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu. Yeah, they're standing for the different gunas. What are the 3 gunas? I wake you up before you go. Yeah, Satya, Rajas, and Tamas. So Vishnu stands for Sattva, Brahma for Rajas, and Shiva, Tamas. Yes. The avatars of Manu or Manvantar avatars are listed as follows in Srimad Bhagavatam 8.5.13. Yajna Vipu Satyashena Hari Vaikunta Achita Vamana Savabhauma Rishabha Vishvakshena Dhammasetu Sudama Yogeshvara and Brihadbanu. Altogether, these are 14 in number, and these both Yajna and Vamana are also counted among the Lila avatars. All these Manu incarnations are sometimes called Vaibhav avatars. The 4 Yuga avatars are Shukla, white, in the Satya Yuga. Second, Rakta, red, in Treta Yuga. Third, Shyama, dark blue, in the Dwapara Yuga. And 4, generally Krishna, black, but in specific cases, Pita, yellow, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Kali Yuga. Here we have this. This Shaktiavesh avatars is categorized in first, Jai Shishi Palat Lakshmi Singadev Bhagavan Ki Jai. In first, forms of divine absorption, Bhagavat Avesha, like Kapila Dev or Rishabh Dev. Second, divinely empowered forms, Shaktavesha, of whom there are 7. First, Shesha, in the Vaikuntha world, empowered for the personal service of the Supreme Lord. Svasevana Shakti, Anantadev, empowered to bear all the planets within the universe. Buddharana Shakti. Third, Lord Brahma, empowered with the energy to create the cosmic manifestation. Shrishti Shakti. Fourth, Chadusana, or the Kumaras, specifically empowered to distribute transcendental knowledge. Kyan Shakti. 5. Narada Muni empowered to distribute devotional service, Bhakti Shakti. 6. Maharaj Prithu specifically empowered to rule and maintain the living entities, Palana Shakti. And 7. I have problems with this name today. Parashuram specifically empowered to cut down rogues and demons, Dushta Damana Shakti. Okay, and now we have, we have he told me I should read to 247. Huh? Okay, good. Okay, then let us chant this together. Balya Baugandahaya Vikrahera Dharma. Balya Baugandahaya Vikrahera Dharma. Ete Rupa Lila Karina Vrachentra Nandana. Ete Rupa Lila Karina Vrachentra Nandana. Bhalya Baugandahaya Vikrahena Dharma. Ete Rupa Lila Karina Vrachentra Nandana. Okay. Bhalya Baugandahaya Vikrahena Dharma. Bhalya Baugandahaya Vikrahena Dharma. Eta Rupa Lila Karina Vrachendra Anandana. Ladies. No? Bhalya Baugandahaya Vikrahera Dharma. Eta Rupa Lila Karina Vrachendra Nandana. No. Balya, childhood. Pauganda, boyhood. Haya, there are. Vikrahera, of the deity. Dharma, characteristics. Ete rupe, in so many forms. Lila, pastimes. Karina, executes. Vrachendanandana, Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj. Translation. Childhood and boyhood are the typical ages of the deity. Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda, performed his pastimes as a child and as a boy. Om Magnanati Mundasya Knananchana Shalakaya Chakshur Medam Yena Tasmei Shikarve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manopistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakaramayam Dadati Swabrandikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So why do we have more pastimes in our head when we think of, for example, Krishna as a child? Because of the Krishna. Yeah, but Krishna book is also full of pastimes when Krishna was an adult. They're more attractive. They are so much more attractive. For example, when our Murari Gupta Prabhu, his boys now almost grown up, right? And so what he and his wife, his ex-girlfriend, he told me, what they remember always will be the childhood pastimes when they were young, when they were very, very cute. Now the time, from now on, the time will just pass. And some things maybe they will remember when they get married or initiated, of course, that will be remembered, but because it's not so attractive anymore. Who remembers things what some adult did? Although, either very naughty things or very outstanding things, but in between is nothing, but you remember every single step of your daughters, right? When they were small. The first step they made, you still probably know exactly, have the picture in your head of the first shoes of your daughters. Yeah, you can remember such things, right? But, do you remember the shoes what you were wearing 3 years ago? Maybe if you think, really trace it back, maybe you remember it, but this doesn't make, it's not so much fun anymore. So therefore, we have these pastimes, they're very, very attractive. And also Krishna as a kid, therefore he appeared as a kid, because these pastimes are by nature very attractive. And why they're so attractive? Why they're so attractive? They're sweet. And why they are so sweet? I mean, I can go and steal butter. That would be not sweet. Or everybody would say, Ramananda, he is a little nuts, or whatever. But why is so sweet? What yeah? Innocence, yeah, you're right as well, but actually, yeah, it's innocent. Right, when Murari, I mean, my Murari, he's 5 years old. You have Charu, he's 8, and Murari is 5 years old. When Murari would go in the kitchen and steal a laddu, what is meant for offering, everybody would be upset, but not with him, but with me, right? So I would get it. And everybody would say, oh, it's so cute, and would say, hey, Murari, when he would be grown up, and some elderly who know him from this time would say, I remember when you were stealing a laddu from the fridge in the kitchen, right? But nobody would be angry with him, because it's innocent, right? When Krishna grows older and dances with gopis, that's already when people start to kind of questioning, what is this, But still, as we heard yesterday also from Akila Prabhu, it's still innocence. They're still innocent, right? So therefore, this pastimes or these games as when Krishna comes as a child, they're so relishable. Although they're quite heavy stuff inside. Right? What was one of Krishna's first games what he played with the adult woman? Huh? Yeah, he killed her. He killed her. A little, how you say, a suckling basically, newborn. He killed Putana. Right? But it's so innocent, and what a little baby. How can it be? And of course, Putana, she was a witch. So he deserved it. So this little boy, by the way, he makes little mischievous pastimes or activities, but by the way, he's also killing one demon one after another. And as we understand from Bhaktivinoda Thakur, now trouble comes. Murari, did you steal laddus in the fridge? the innocent one. So, yeah, where were I? Therefore, they're so important. He kills one demon after another, and as Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, us actually this killing of demons, they representing a demon who lives in us. So there are different sections of this killing of the demons. So now we have, we have our Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who said that he is, or as the scriptures reveal, and Krishna's Kaviraj, who is the author of this book, he basically points out first in the first chapters of the Madhya-līlā, he points out that this Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is not only, he is, as he said in the fifth verse. Let's say to really get it up. Okay, in the first verse, in the Madhya-līlā first text 5, he says, "The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, previously they separated themselves. Now these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment of complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself." So this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he basically is the Adi Purusha. He is the first and foremost, as Prabhupada says, fountainhead, the first and foremost from whom everything comes from. The original, we say, Atma Ram. He is in himself complete. Everything is in him. So then, for the sake of doing pastimes, he separates himself. It's like Charu likes to play chess, right? But he always looks for what? Yes, somebody who plays with him. If I would say, Charu, play with yourself, that would be not fun. You can run around the table and can pretend that you don't know what move the other person was doing, but it's not the same. So therefore Krishna, for the sake of pastimes, he separated himself into Radha and Krishna. And in this way, he can have pastimes. In this way, the whole creation, everything starts. Because the core of the whole creation is a loving affair, is a love affair. Did you know that? That's romantic, oh? So it's the loving affair between Radha and Krishna. And now, to show the example of devotional service in the mood of the gopis, and the foremost gopi is Srimati Radharani. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in the sentiment of Srimati Radharani to perform devotional service and give an example to us how we can basically meditate, how we can come out of this world. Because this is not so easy, because we cannot meditate. We cannot meditate so much anymore. We cannot do these processes. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, always remember me. Put all your engagement, all your activities, put for me. Right? In this way I deliver you. But we can't do this. We can't think always of Krishna. But Just imagine. Just imagine. It's a sad example. But imagine you are a mother. And or let's make it not so drastic. You're in love with a person. You're a lady in love with a man, for example, right? And always at 4 o'clock, the man comes at home. But one time he doesn't come home. And you think, what happened? And you wait till the night, and he's still not at home. And you start to worry, right? And the next day you think maybe something happened, maybe he has to sleep somewhere else because the car broke down or whatever. And you wait the next day, surely he will come this day. But he doesn't come. He doesn't come. And you wait for 1 week, you maybe go to the police and say, I'm looking for this person, for this man. He is missing, he went missing. Nobody knows where he is. You call his friends, call his family, whatever. Nobody knows where he is. And every day you will think, maybe he comes home today. Every time or every day at 4 o'clock, you think maybe he comes home today. So this separation becomes actually your most deepest meditation. You don't want to meditate because you can't, because your mind is so bewildered. But if a relationship breaks, what was empowered with love, this becomes to a meditation where you cannot get out of it anymore. So this is basically the process of vipralambha, the process in which we want to entering. Because we have this relationship with Krishna. We have an eternal relationship with God, but we chose to forget Him. We chose to forget our relationship with the Lord. Right? And what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita and in all the scriptures is basically just re-establish this relationship. But I want to see it from you. I want to see that you make the first step. Right? When this man you were missing after a few years comes home, you probably would think, what's this? Why you were? I waited 4 o'clock 5 years ago. You were supposed to come home. And this famous example, I just went out to get a pack of cigarettes or something like, or whatever, So he comes home, then probably you would say, nice that you came, but I don't believe you. What you did in the meantime. So, I was busy, I did this and that and this and that. So, but it means there was something what was more important than me, right? Maybe a little bit. So how you could forget me for 5 years? Anyway, forget, I want to be back with you, I want to be back with you. Okay, but I want to put you on trial. We're going to do some tests. Right? Some love tests. Right? And so in the moment when we say, I want to re-establish my relationship with you, Lord, he will say, but where were you in the meantime? What did you do? Well, I was busy. You gave me this whole world, and there were so many things. I saw flowers, I saw cars, I saw the sunshine, I saw girls, I saw boys, I saw televisions, I saw computers, I saw iPhones, I saw all kinds of stuff, and I wanted to have them all. So I was busy collecting all this stuff you showed me. Right? And because I was so busy, I forgot you. So basically it's not my fault, it's your fault. Right? We tend even to blame God. Right? So it's not my fault, it's your fault. But now I'm back. And now I want to be with you. Really? Let's see if I show you again. If I show you again a new tablet, we'll say, no, I don't care about this anymore. Is it what number is it? Huh? What is it? What is it? Is it the Apple? Is it the Samsung? What is it? Oh yeah, maybe I would like to try it. Okay, you failed the test. Right? So many things the Lord puts us in a condition where we have to show how deep is my love. How deep is your love? Ooh. So, and this is basically the process. What the only way out of this samsara, out of this misery, is meditation. That we want to be reformed back, that we want to come back in the association of the Lord. We want to re-establish this relationship. And now, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought with this process of Vipralambha, is that he, as he did with the gopis, he established this relationship and then he withdrew. And the devotee can't help than to think of the Lord when he will come back, to just meditate upon this. This is not a meditation where he has to force himself to sit down and meditate. No, his whole life is just based around for the moment when he comes back, for the moment when this relationship will be again re-established. And this is basically what we call Vipralambha, the service or the relationship in absence, in separation. So, if somebody we really want to have something, what do we do? If we really want to make it sure that I wanna come back to that person, what could we do? How could we show our love?
Be there.
Make a cake. Be there. Make a cake. What else? Huh? A gift? Yeah. I inquire what the person likes and give him that gift, basically. Right? Huh? You like to please him. But for this you have to find out what pleases him. So how you can find out what pleases him? From whom? From his friends, okay. But they are his friends, they are not my friends. So what you can do? Whom? So if you go to Mr. Modi and say, what would you like? Do you think he would tell you? You come out of nowhere. A person who are around him you can ask, but what do you have to do with that person? Huh? Bribe them, yeah. That's probably the most effective nowadays. Yes, you have to establish a relationship with this person. And this you can do in different things. For example, you could bribe him. But you could try to establish a relationship with that person through serving him, making him happy. And when he's happy, you could say, by the way, you know this Mr. Modi-ji, right? Maybe, what does he like? I would like to make him a cake. What kind of cake does he like? Right? And in this way, you can make a cake for Motiji. So this now, to close the circle, what we're doing here in our temple is basically a love school. It's a school of love, where we train ourselves to establish this relationship again with the Lord, and to again find out what He wants, what He likes. Therefore we study the scriptures. Therefore we associate with people who know the Lord, who establish their relationship. Therefore often we have swamis here or sannyasis who mastered the way of bhakti, right? And our whole process of sadhana bhakti is basically a training for love, a love training, right? And the foremost thing what we do is what? What is the foremost thing to show our love? We chant the mantra. It's like you wanna love this person, you chant the whole time. Like when I'm at home, I always say Kopi Gita, 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 right? No. So, but that's basically when you go out in the morning. What do you hear, especially in the summer? Huh? Birds, yeah. Every bird has his mantra. Every bird has his song. It's not that the birds they sing today, they're singing this song, and tomorrow they sing that song. No, they have their mantra. It's a God-given mantra. You can distinguish all the birds by the sounds, right? It's very easy. When I was a kid, I had a book that was written all the sounds what they do. Zirp, zap, zirp, zap, zirp was, I don't know what, Zaunkönig or something like that, And you can listen in the morning and you hear the sound and you can basically say what time it is, because they all start in different timings to sing. Very interesting. That's how God implants a watch into nature, just by using birds. And so they have this song. So now we also got a song. Our song is singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We can do this in different varieties. But by this chanting of the mantra, we do already service. Because you have to see, you have to imagine the whole universe, Charu. The whole universe is kind of has a layer, is an entity, and in this entity there is full of material sound vibration, full of things who doesn't have anything to do with spirituality, what to speak about Krishna or the Lord. And especially when you use like very sharp material vibrations, they kind of piercing holes into this layer. And when we chant the Maha Mantra, these holes, they are closed again. So the more we chant, the more we closing this pierced layer in the universe, and we create a spiritual network around the world. For example, Prabhupada, what he did, he established all around the world temples. Now we have these different time zones. So you basically can say what Prabhupada did, he created a network around the world where basically every time Mangalarti is going on somewhere on the planet. Somewhere on the planet there is Mangalarti performed. That's amazing. You have around the globe, you have these different meridians, energy channels, right? and they are kind of protecting, and they're keeping the energy flowing, like we have in your body. You have also this meridians where energy is floating, right, around the chakras and stuff. So you have this also. The earth is also like a big gigantic body, and there's also entity inside. Who's the entity of the earth? Bhumi, right? And so she's an entity. So when we chant this Maha Mantra, we again making this network more strong, making more the ability that this spiritual vibration can be around the world. Now, when we chant alone, that's already good, but when we chant together, then it's like we have bigger ropes to create this network. So therefore, it's very important that we chant this mantra together. Therefore, we are here, and this is our dharma. Our dharma as Gaudiya Vaishnavas. This is the dharma given to us by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to come together and chant the holy name. And by chanting this holy name, we are crying out actually to Krishna, please re-establish me back in my eternal service. And when we do this, we master everything. So, therefore, all of us, we have to stick together as a family. We are a family of Vaishnavas. And some are strong, some are weak, but we stand up for each other. We make mistakes. Not everything is perfect what we do in our Vaishnava family, especially in our ISKCON Sangha. There are faults, there are mistakes. There are people who maybe we're not so proud that they are in our family. Maybe I'm one of them. You're not so proud that I'm in your family. But the main point is we have to stand together. We have to stand up for each other and don't look at the faults and pointing them out to kind of push this person out. No, we have to tolerate our faults and try to uplift each other. But this is a family. This is a family. We're tolerating our shortcomings, but we stand up for each other if needed. And this is what we really have to cultivate, this family spirit. Because a family what prays together stays together. Yes. So as a micro unit of the ISKCON family here in our Simhachalam family, we have to stand together. We have to perform our services together, and we have to bring this project up together, right? And this is something what we really can give to the world, a family what is empowered with love, not just some sentimental love, with love, the supreme love for Narasimhadev, who is none other than Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because it's Kali Yuga. Hey, and the Yuga avatar is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But sometimes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes this form of Narasimha to disturb and to destroy all the rogues and atheists, as he did in Srivas Sangam, when he took the form of Narasimha and run through Navadvip to call out, I will destroy, I will destroy. Right? But then when he saw that the people got afraid, he again took a form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So thank you very much. Please give me the blessings that I can somehow or other serve under your guidance, under your care, and under your tolerance. Shri Shri Prahlad Lakshmi Shingadev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. So only time for urgent questions. If there's not an urgent question, the question is, what is there for breakfast? And I know we had a special cook today for breakfast. And I know there will be something very tasty for breakfast. So again, do you have any other questions? Okay. Thank you very much. Shri Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Go Premanande Haribo. Ramananda Gopala Prabhu ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Gurudev ki jai.